Hey everybody, my name is Langston Clark and I am your instructor from the University of Texas at San Antonio. I'm an associate professor in the College of Education and Human Development here at UTSA. I'm here happy to share this moment, the screen, with two good friends of mine who are also teaching some version of African Americans in sport or race, sport and society, sport and social issues. And so this semester we decided to collaborate and bring to you all some content, and just wanted to do this introduction in between the three of us because you'll be seeing us on different videos as we have discussions with some of our colleagues and friends who work in different areas of sport. And so it is a pleasure to be here with you today. I'm gonna let my colleagues introduce themselves, and then we'll have like a brief conversation about like our thoughts for the class, why we decided to do the class this way, and then we'll go from there. So let's go to Brother Crooms first.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Brandon Crooms. I am a PhD candidate from the University of Texas. I will be an assistant instructor for the African American in Sport course. And I'm actually working on my dissertation right now, just hoping to finish up this spring. And I'm just excited to embark in this new course, collaborating with my colleagues.
Brother Logan.
Man, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever it is to you. I am excited to be here. My name is Dr. Alvin Logan Jr., and I am at Seattle University as a lecturer, and I'm teaching a course, Race, Power, and Sports. And the beauty of working with these two intelligent brothers that we have here is we have a lot of different perspective on sports. We have a lot of ways in which to get it to you, and the multimedia faceted approach we are taking with this course should be very engaging for you all, especially in the age of media, and especially coming off 2020, the year that we've had. This course is more important than ever before. So I'm excited, I'm elated, I'm ready to dig in, I'm ready to get critical with you all, and to do it with two of my good friends. There's nothing better in the world.
So Alvin, you got to add something to this. You know what I mean? Yeah. Your experience in sports is different than mine and Brandon. So just give us a little bit of that right quick.
Absolutely. So I played football and I ran track at the University of Washington, and that was the cap of my 16-year career in sports. I've worked in athletic departments. I've done a lot of mentoring and consulting also with athletes, both professional and collegiately. And that was what my dissertation was about, right? I did my dissertation looking at athletic identity as well as racial identity of Black college football players. So my experience around sport has been very rich and enriching. I think I've taken a lot away from the game and everything that swirls around it, and I've given a lot to it, which has allowed me to research and have a cyclical relationship with sports to where I can sit in front of you all and explicate a lot of different meanings and theories to really bring about critical ways to examine how sport is not separate from society. And we are not separate as athletes and people, but all together we bring a very interesting situation to be examined through the course. So my experience is fruitful, as I said, but it's something that I'm trying to bring to you all in different lectures, in different forms, shapes, and formats, to be discussed and to be poked at and picked on.
And Brandon, what's your relationship? I know you didn't play sports, intercollegiate sports in college and whatnot, but tell us a little bit about your research and your work and what you hope to bring to the class this semester.
Yeah, absolutely. So my research is basically looking at just the relationship of race, sport, and spirituality and religion. But more specifically, my dissertation is focusing on the influence of the Christian faith on athletic identity and racial identity in Black male adolescent student athletes. And so there's this notion that the athletic identity and racial identity is intertwined within the identity of many Black youth. And so I wanted to kind of look at kind of like the influence of spirituality and the faith and how they conceptualize themselves. How does that impact their motivation, their behavior, and just see kind of the role of that plays in their life. For me, as Dr. Clark mentioned, I did not play at the intercollegiate level. However, growing up, I was definitely immersed in sport. I was invested. Just like many, I had ambition to pursue sport beyond the high school level. Didn't turn out that way, but I always stayed involved through intramural sports and just staying active. And so that really, even though that was not my journey, that passion never went away. So I channeled that passion by actually studying sport and studying fitness and anything pertaining to the body throughout my academic background. So I've studied sports science and fitness management. I went on kind of an entrepreneurship role as a fitness trainer and decided to pursue my master's degree in sports medicine nutrition at the University of Pittsburgh. So sports was kind of always something that I always gravitated towards, something that I always wanted to be a part of. And I wanted to get into education. And so once I was done with my master's degree, I decided to teach at a community college in physical education related courses. And that's when, at the time, I was contemplating whether or not I want to pursue a PhD and study sport a different way, in which I did, thanks to Dr. Clark. He kind of paved the way and showed me that there was something out there that is being studied that I never knew existed. And so the idea that athletic identity, racial identity within the African American community, lived it, seen it, but never knew that that was actually something that's being studied. And so once that was opened up and I realized that it exists and I was exposed to that research, that was the very thing that really got me towards University of Texas pursuing a PhD. And so now I'm here finishing up my doctoral degree, and just being here for the past 4 to 5 years, I've learned a lot about just the experience of African-American athletes and athletes in general, being involved with athletics department, working as a mentor, strategic tutor, mentoring and training youth athletes, and also being involved in different community outreach programs related to youth development. And so that's kind of what my journey's been.
Thank you. And of these three brothers, I'm probably the least athletic, but I'm still athletic. So y'all don't be out there laughing at me or nothing like that. Because there was this one time in grad school, I beat Alvin in a foot race, just dusted him. I'm lying. That was somebody else. I never raced him, but even still. So my work doesn't necessarily revolve around sport. That's not what my primary research focus is. My primary research focus deals with physical education, teacher education, how we prepare physical education teachers. But in my background, I learned how to do researching the experiences of Black athletes. And so my first study was on the experiences of the first Black male basketball player at LSU, at Louisiana State University, who graduated, but his eldest son, was able to start a PhD program before he graduated. And then his younger son, who actually had some time playing with the Spurs, was able to start or finish his master's degree program there as well. So just talking about some academic legacies. Once again, we just look forward to having this unique and interactive class with you all this semester. I think we have scheduled to bring like a range of different people. We have former student athletes like Alvin. We have people that do race, sport, and faith, like Brandon. And then we have people who were former athletes professionally. We have people who work in the business side of sport, people who are sport historians, people who are sport sociologists, to give you a lot of different perspectives on the experiences of African Americans in sport. And so we look forward to having a great semester with you all. And hopefully you all will see me at some point in some other video that you are watching during the semester. And if you all have questions for us, what we'll do is we'll try to exchange information so that if students have questions and want to reach out to the three of us, we'll try to make that available to you. So thank you and have a good semester.
Get started.